Hey guys, here's a fucking rant video about SSO. Okay, so here's the kicker. So we're gonna start off with saying, first off, swear warning, I have no filter. I could care less about a filter right now. I could honestly care less, so just warning in advance. But today we're gonna talk about something that I have a very, very, very big hate towards SSO for doing, or technically lack thereof. They don't talk about it at all. So what they're doing is unbelievable, because for people who care about the smaller details, not the big worthless updates that take 30 minutes less than half the time to actually complete any quests included, for those who are more detail oriented like me, this pisses me off. This will piss you off to no end. They have stopped the updates in the Star Stable Friends app on mobile as of 11/30/2023. So right before December started, they stopped. The last update they ever posted in that app was on 11/30/2023. That was the last one. They never said a word that they stopped supporting it. They never said a word. Not one. They did that. Then they upgraded Jasper's house in Moorland. So they did that and didn't say a word. Then they got rid of the Ardennes leg feathers, because the model used to have feathers on the legs, but they decided to be lazy and not fix the issue, which I'm going to make an assumption and say that one layer was too high above the leg wraps layer. So that's also something that pissed me off, because it's really all of this. You just have to say a goddamn word to your players that are paying you, and literally the only reason that your game is even still in existence. That's what's pissing me off. They could have said all of this to us, but they never did. It's so annoying. It's such a joke. So that's why this video is not exactly an informational video, and it's more of a rant. Because at this point, what other content is there to make that isn't a rant, that is actually interesting? This game has become so lackluster, it's so not even funny anymore. You can't make it up anymore. So they've gotten better when it comes to the horse releases these past few months. I will say that, but that's all I'm going to say. That's the only thing they have going for them now. That they've slowed down on the releases of new horse breeds. So, other than that, there's really not much else to talk about in this game anymore. And then we still have this entire chunk of the map, all the way up here, that they still haven't touched at all. Or if they have, they haven't said a word, which is kind of, again, stupid on their part. Because we're the players, we are paying them, we are literally the ones that are keeping this game around. Without us, it would have been dead years ago. By far. Definitely. No questions asked. And if you're wondering why I'm griping about this, when I have an Ardennes, when I don't like how they didn't tell us that they removed the leg feathers, well, that's because I have no other horses to train, and this is my alt account. So that's why. But, yeah. Basically, SSO, if you're even paying attention to the community anymore at this point, shut the fuck up with your greed and listen to your fucking players. That's all we're asking. We want new content. We want interesting shit in this game. So far, you have not done that. You have not released a new area in forever, ever since Wildwoods. You have not released any interesting quests that take more than 2 minutes to finish. You have become boring in your storyline at this point because that's how long it's taken for you to get your heads out of your asses and actually make new quests up and continue the story that your game is, supposedly has. And for God's sake, lower the prices of everything, in-game and on the website. Your membership is overpriced, your star coins are overpriced as fuck, and 3, in this day and age, everything is overpriced for no reason. You are not going bankrupt. At all. You never were. You are clearly being greedy. It's not even funny, and it's such a joke. Stop being greedy. It's going to be this game's downfall. This game, this company, the players, you are causing the downfall of this entire community of a game. That's not on the players. That is on you. You and you. That's it. And I'm not even going to start on the whole debacle that happened during Christmas. I'm not even going to start on that. I'm not even going to talk about that because, one, I do not have the bother. I don't even care about the fucking pet. No one cares about the ugly excuse of a pet. Literally, the only thing I can think of when I have that thing out on my main account is literally it being SSO's way of laughing at our faces and making a mockery of us. The animation of it scratching its ass is literally like SSO's way of mocking us as players, or their consumers. I hate it to a passion, and if I could sell pets or even just trash them for nothing, I would be giving that Yeti to the bin without hesitation. I would have already done it. Which is another thing. Let us remove our fucking pets. We don't need duplicates of one pet. We do not. We never do. We really don't need that. But I digress. Once again, listen to your players. Your players have better ideas for this game than you ever will as a company. Ever. Listen to the players, not your greed. Please, even just for a week, you will see it be so much better off for this game. That's all. That's all we're asking as a community. That's all we're asking. That's it. Nothing. Listen to the players. That's it. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. And also, regarding regarding the cease of support for the Star Stable Friends app, I pinged them on Instagram in their Wednesday update last week asking, why the fuck did you guys stop updating on the Star Stable Friends app? What happened? Why? They literally, and I'm not even kidding here, I will drag a picture of it up in a couple seconds here, but literally, they said, due to tech reasons, we have stopped support of the Star Stable Friends app, despite the fact we know that on my while, going to the website, to the news page, to the specific post of the update, the most recent update or whatever update we want to look at, is such an unnecessarily annoying hassle of a process that does not need to be. On mobile, it is such a pain to go to the browser, to the website, to another part of the website, to another part of the website to get to the update. It's just an unnecessary amount of steps to get that. So that's why personally I always liked using the Friends app. I could click one button to get into the app, click one more button to get to the most recent update. That was so easy. But now they stopped that, and now I'm pissed about that. And again, this video is mostly me spitting out what I think the detail-oriented players are really annoyed at. Some other people can feel free to be annoyed at, like, I don't know, whatever else, the bigger issues, okay, I'm going to do the opposite and I'm going to be more focused on the details. The details in the bigger pictures, sure, that's important. But so are the details in the smaller issues, like the ones I've been mentioning. I hate this. This game is going so downhill. It's not even funny. I can't even laugh about it anymore. It's just so... It's depressing, is what it is at this point. It's just getting depressing. Oh, and another thing. You want to know what else they added without telling us? Their players? You want to know what else they added? Look at this. So, I'm going to turn off reshade. If you go into settings and you go into creative, if you go into graphics, they added a graphics detail section where you can adjust brightness, contrast, and saturation of the game permanently. They didn't tell us that they added a whole new section of their game settings. They didn't tell us that. No, they didn't. Why? Who the fuck knows anymore? This game is such a joke. People running it are the joke in the end. And then they completely ruined what semblance of actually decent UI that when you pressed escape and you go to your settings, they ruined that. They ruined the ease that it was. So now we have all this free space in the sound tab that doesn't need to be there. They made it wider. I don't like it. I hate it. They can have the UI scaling all they want, but what I really want is those, you know how when you open a browser or any something like Chrome or Firefox or whatever, you have the arrows at the corners where you can scale it, you can customize it to be smaller, wider, skinnier, larger, whatever. I want that in this game. That's the thing that I would like. Because then I don't have to have all this extra needless space for nothing. It's just... Why? Why not tell us stuff like this? Why? You think no one will notice SSO, but we all notice. The detail-oriented players, they notice everything. And they will gripe to you about it until you get your heads out of your asses and realize maybe, as players, we know what the hell we're talking about when we say what we want. That's all. That's it, literally. Though, and let's not forget that the gardening update in Valedale is so annoying. I tried it once on my main account. You wanna know what I thought? This is no point. There is no point. This is useless. This is annoying. It is so annoying to actually harvest whatever it is you're gardening. Because there's so many plots in the one spot your mouse is in that you don't even know where you touched anything anymore. You don't even know where you planted it. So you click on one thing, it's not the right thing. You click on another thing, it's still not the right thing. Another thing, it's still not. And then by 6 clicks later, you're like, God damn it, where is it? Can I just harvest my herbs that I can get anywhere else on the map? It's an unnecessary update. In my opinion, it's really unnecessary. There was no point. There was no need for it. What we need is an update for the story. Not side quests. The side quests, on top of everything, they also need they really should upgrade the amount of character XP you get when you do the side quests. They haven't. So that's another whole debacle that I'm not gonna bother today. But yeah, end of this rant video. That's all I had. I don't care anymore. This video could honestly get taken down and I could care less. The YouTube channel could go down in flames. I could care less. There is nothing. I can't keep doing updates for videos because there is nothing to update anymore. Not in this game, and I'm not the type of person that plays games very much. So really, this video could get taken down, be flagged as blah blah whatever. I could care less. So, but if the rare opportunity arises that this video actually does successfully upload, thank you for watching to whoever did, and if you didn't, I don't care. You don't have to. Just say hi or don't, whatever. I don't care. I'm sorry, but at this point, that's the truth. You can watch or don't watch. You don't have to. If you don't want to. This is just a rant video. I don't expect any kind of response. I don't expect any hate. I don't expect any liking. I don't expect anything of it. This is just me ranting because I can and I will. We're all entitled to our own opinions. This entire video is my opinion on this excuse of a game.